Good afternoon. Are you still engaged? Can you tap the person next to you and say, hey, how are you today? All right, great. Let me check the level of engagement. Are we still on, since from the first speaker to the last? All right. Who among you here are baby boomers? Are you aware what baby boomers are? Oh, we're gonna figure that out. Who among you are traditionals? Generation X, millennials, Generation Z. Great. This is my biggest opportunity because majority doesn't know what I'm talking about. Great. All right. The key word here is leverage. And I believe in today's economy, most of the speakers since from the start talks about technology, artificial intelligence, innovation. The key word there is leadership. What is your definition about leadership at the end of the day? There's quite a lot. When you Google, you see a lot of information, a lot of definition about it. But I still believe leadership is a personalized definition. There are paradigms to it and how you look at it. Now, how do you use that in a workforce where you got multiple generations working? In today's generation, we're not just thriving on the change of technology and the change of economy. We are also thriving on the multi-generation into different personalities, different challenges at the workforce. So, these are the different generations as described according to years. Now, I'm not going to ask you here just to check what are your ages. But checking, the traditionalists are those born from 1927 and 1945. Now let me ask the question once again. Who are traditionalists over here? Wow, lovely. I guess they have already retired. The baby boomers are those post-war generation where they were born in 1946 and 1964. Who are the baby boomers in the room? Okay, we got one over here, 2, 3. Great. We got Generation X, who were born from 1965 and early 1980s. Can you raise your hand, please? Lovely. So we got majority of Generation X probably, and Generation Y, 1980 and or later. Generation Y, the millennials. Can you see your hands? Oh, millennials won. Here go one. Yeah, I just asked that traditionally. So you are. Well, can we give a hand for the guy over here? Okay. But majority millennials won. Majority in the room are millennials. So, what do we know about in the multi-generation workforce in terms of their interaction in the workplace? Have you tried observing how they interact, how the leaders interact with their team members? A millennial communicating to a baby boomer speaking to a Generation X, and a Generation X communicating an email while the baby boomer wants to meet him in the office. Most of the common challenges of leaders right now, with due respect to technology and innovation, is I'm not too sure whether we are equipped with the right performance, real-time feedback, where we only label people in numbers and not real feedback on how they really interact. I'm talking about how leaders communicate to their team members. And what are the challenges we are observing in the face of this generation? My story is, before I put up my own company, I've worked as a regional learning and development manager, traveling around GCC, training managers and leaders. And I worked with a company where, when I joined, it was 80% 80% baby boomers, 5% Generation X, and 5% millennials. But after 3 years, it changed. From an 80%, it becomes 60% baby boomers, 20% Generation X, and 20% millennials. And the whole leadership style changed. And what were my challenges? There are quite a lot of stereotyping. One is misunderstood by the other, resistance to change, and communication become really very complex. And the worst was, when we introduced new technology, quite a few baby boomers, with due respect to you, are not able to adapt. And how do we address this as leaders on how this level of generation can be able to work together?